Hello everyone, this is Maya, and today I want to talk to you about 8 things that you should notice before you choose a hosting provider. So, let's say that you're planning to build a website. That's great. But once you dive into learning how to do it, you realize that you will have to choose a hosting service, and there are just way too many to choose from. And not only that, they offer pretty much the same features. So, before you give up on the whole idea, because you're just way too overwhelmed, listen to what I have to say next. And I hope that my tips will help you make the right decision and also focus on what you should look for when choosing a hosting package. So, the first thing is the price. Don't get blinded by those really amazing deals that you see. Most hosting companies will try to convince you to take their service by offering very low promotional prices. HostGator and iPage, for example, mostly have really eye-catching sales. Sometimes they even offer a hosting package for as low as $2 per month. What they will not show you in bright and warm colors on their websites are the small letters, such as the limitation of getting the low price only if you pay for 3 years upfront. What they also will try to hide, or at least put in very small letters, are the regular renewal prices. Those are the prices that you will have to pay once your package as a new customer will be over. And usually it will be much higher than the promo price, so just make sure to check those regular rates in order to know what to expect once you will need to renew. On my website, you can find a chart of some of the top hosting companies where you can also see their regular rates without trying to find them on each of the websites one by one. So just look at a comparison between those hosting packages and you will see all the prices in front of you. Another thing that you should look for is the option to get a free domain for the first year. This is a small and tempting gift, and it will save you between $10 to $16. But once again, you should already know that there are no really free gifts. In some cases, the renewal prices for those domains would be higher than the average market price. So just make sure to check those prices. And if they're too high, meaning if to renew a domain will cost you more than $16 or $17 per year, so just say thank you politely and don't take the free domain. You can buy a domain in another company and you can connect it to the hosting company. It doesn't cost money and there is no problem doing that. Let's talk about instant setup. Back in the old days, the ability to instantly get your account up and running right after paying for the hosting was a privilege. Today, if a company does not offer an instant setup, I would think twice if I want to sign up with it. Chances are you would likely want to start working on your website immediately after getting a hosting package. And while it's possible in most cases, you should still make sure that the hosting you consider offers it. When I once signed up with HostGator, for example, I chose to pay with PayPal. And for some reason, they asked me to show them an ID to make sure that my PayPal is associated with my email. And this process took about 24 hours and I ended up building my website later than I planned, and it was really frustrating. When I signed up to Bluehost, on the other hand, also using PayPal, everything worked fluently and I could start working on my website right away. In my web hosting comparison page, you can also see which companies offer instant setup. And I just want to say that my experience with HostGator was a few years ago. Maybe today this won't happen to you, but it was just an example. Who doesn't like to be able to get a refund for a bad service? Well, in most hosting companies, the option to get your money back, no questions asked, will vary from 30 days to any time. When considering which company to choose from, make sure to check their money-back policy. You should also note that if you took a free domain as part of the package, you will not get a refund for it, since domain registration is not reversible. So, if you decide to cancel your hosting service, you will have to pay for that domain. Most of the hosting companies offer what is called an unlimited disk space. There are some limitations to that though, but unless you plan on building a huge video library website, you should be fine. Check the disk space that the companies offer, and if it's less than unlimited, then I would think twice. Usually when facing the decision of which provider to sign up with, you will see more than one package on their website. If you plan to build one small website, you will probably not need to take a package that offers more than one domain. But if you think you might want to add another domain, and with that I mean the ability to build another website under a new domain and stay in the same hosting account so you don't pay twice, you should take a package that gives you this option. It's called add-on domains. Some companies also limit the number of subdomains that they allow, so just make sure to see if what they offer is enough for you. One of the most important things when choosing a hosting provider is their customer service. The first thing you should do when checking a hosting company's website is to check if they have an online chat and if it's currently online. Why? Because once you would face a problem with your service, you would probably want a fast and reliable help with solving it. Here, I will once again give you an example from my own experience with HostGator. Whenever I needed online help, I had to wait for over an hour to get an operator every time. So not only should you check if there is an online chat, you should try to get a technical help operator to chat with you and see how long it takes. Usually, the sales operators will answer right away, but to get technical help will take longer, so just make sure you check that out. And the last thing you should check when facing the dilemma of which hosting company to sign up with is their working space or the platform that they use. And the most popular platform today is called cPanel. That's a place where you do everything related to your hosting account, from installing WordPress to adding email addresses to connect between a hosting and a domain name and adding domains and subdomains, etc. Make sure that the host you want to sign up with works with cPanel. It is a very easy and convenient platform to work with, and if you will ever need help with it, you will most likely be able to get help from Google when using cPanel than other unknown or small workspace platforms. I hope this video helped you focus a little bit on what to look for when choosing a hosting company. My first go-to provider is Bluehost, since I had good experience with them for a few years now. But if you take this list and find another company that answers what you need, then you should be fine.